Hey, hey, we're back with number 36. Yes, number 36. Turned out to be this Harley Benton Fusion Tea. Roasted DP for dark pink. It is kind of dark pink depending on the light. I originally thought, oh, it's more mauvey to me than pink, but it's kind of like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Doesn't really matter. It's a pretty nice color. And for a B stock, it was, I don't know, I never really found out what the problem was, but I'm glad it was because I got a little bit of a discount on it, and rightly so, because when I went through it, I found issues with the size of the screws that they put in here, that they were really too short to try to get it done properly. Had to take out a spring. What else happened? I think the nut needed a little bit of adjustment. The frets turned out to be pretty good on this one. I can't remember if I did any fret work. I looked at my videos and it didn't come up. It came with the roller string trees already on it, which, they wanted like over $400 and something for these Fusion Tees, so you'd think they should be built a little bit better. The pickups were mounted on these foam pads, which, you couldn't really adjust them properly. So I had to take all that out and put in springs underneath there so I could get the proper height adjustment. Oh, I played a long time getting the whammy and this bridge set up like that. Yeah, it's got a little bumper under there, so it's set up so I can give it a little bit of a back, but it's more of a down. But again, not too much, because this block, which is pretty big, it has screws in the back that hold this thing together, and they protrude out the back, and then when you try to go forward with the whammy bar, the way the bulging screw holes, you hit the wood, so it wasn't routed wide enough to get really much of a lot of down whammy. The cavity is not big enough back there. But I finally got the balance, and it's here about now. What is this? This is like it's 11 months, almost a year since I did this. And of course, you see here that there's a triangle of knobs. So I added, independent volume control for this one and independent volume control for that one. And oh yeah, this was the one that I put the super switch in. I don't know what the hell I was thinking at the time. I thought, oh, I'll be smart and I'll be able to use the super switch. I'm never going to use the super switch again. Boy, I tell you, it took me a couple of days to figure out the combinations. Another 3 or 4 days to figure out how I was going to wire it to the pickups and how it was going to do certain splits. Yeah, so in different positions of the selector switch, it does some cutting up of that, and then also the push-pull on here does some splitting as well. So it's a combination of this and this in positions, which are not standard at all, right? The only standard one is full humbucker bridge, full humbucker neck. Everything else is a menagerie. Yes, a menagerie, I'm going to call it. But it's nice, okay? It's really nice. Now that it's done, I haven't really played it much. I brought it upstairs for a week to put it next to my couch so I could noodle on it. I did. The neck is really nice on this. It's a little thicker down here. But, after you play it for, a few hours, you're all right. You get accustomed to the size and you find your way. So it's a pleasant experience now that I'm having with all of my guitars as I'm going through these, stories and regurgitating some of the information that we went through on a series of, reworking and changing them and modifying. It is an experience now to go back and have some time to actually spend with it. While I'm down on other things, I'm not doing any other things at the moment except for waiting parts for the in-guitar amplifier for single coil splits. This has Fralin resistors in it. I will put up the circuit here, okay, right there, which will show you the position of the two Fralin resistors. And then now the other picture, which shows you the switching combinations of all of the pots and knobs. So I had to pull that out so I could remember. So I would know what the hell this thing did. And in relation to that one, I had to pull it out so I could see this chart. And I'm thinking, what the hell was I doing? Making it so complicated. But I thought, I'll be a smart ass and I'll just do something completely off the cuff and I did. But it's still a great guitar. This is very low output pickups. The bridge is 8.41K. The neck is 8.08K. And the whole guitar comes in at 7.8 pounds even. 7.8 pounds even. Yeah, and the neck adjustment is down here at the heel. So yeah, this one is like the Ertz. It has the Ert style neck on it. These are not stainless steel frets on this one. And I've got them smoothed out now that I can play with it. I love that it came with the white and the white, and I kept the Roswell pickups. I had no reason to want to change these whatsoever. So it's a 2-spring machine now. Really tight springs, and we got three controls. So I think I have I think this is a set of 9-42s on here, and that's it. It's going to be time to make some noise with it. So now that it's in tune, before we go through my little backing track that I found just today. I like the sound of it. We're just going to do my favorite, up, 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 my favorite chord, D, A minor, E, A, D, E. Okay, and this is my standard 65 Deluxe, no effects, except for the standard little bit of reverb at 3, and a little bit of delay at 2, and that's all it is of my standard clean sound. Then when I want to go and play, I usually go up to the next patch that has the fuzz. Now the delay and the stays the same, but I add the fuzz. And that gives it some girth. Yeah. She's girthy now. Indeed, indeed. And as I get on here, I'm going to maybe click on the compressor as well. And I don't know if the overdrive and whatever. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. All right, let's let this backing track go. It's called mid-tempo rock backing track in A minor. I've been playing a lot of B minor lately. I kind of like that sound. But we'll go in A minor today. Here we go. That's the end of that. So, it's a keeper. Yeah, I'm having an experience, you know, revisiting all of these guitars that have been in the bags for quite a while I was doing more new mods and upgrades and the like. I never really got a chance to spend a lot of time with any of them. So while I'm in a little bit of a down time at the moment, there's still videos that are coming out with other guitars yet. A couple of other ones I think are still out there. By the time you see this, you may have already seen them. That last little bit there, I just threw on the compressor because in the fourth position you end up with, you know, just two singles, and they're a little bit weakish. So yeah, just on the compressor, throw on the vintage overdrive, the US Dream. When you get if you want to use those two positions, you can get sound, and it sounds like sharp, clean, you know, even when it's overdriven and the like. So yep, one of my better experiences with the results of Harley Benton. I've been off Harley Benton since the last one, the TE40 that I bought. Had to go through two of those. I like the gold tops that I did, but this one I did okay as a B stock. But you know, I hope they're doing better these days on these, but this should have been built a tiny little bit better, especially in the pickup cavities and the like, you know, and how they do the cavity for this. It should be a little bit wider to be able to move that, you know, block back there a little bit more. But the neck is exquisite. The locking tuners work very well, and yeah, I like it. So that'll be the end of this. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all your supports, and catch you in the next one. Stay tuned.